English vocabulary, the Latin word root mittere. The word roots mit and miss come from the Latin mittere, which means to send or to let go. Missile comes from miss and the suffix ile, which means capable of. A missile is an object which is thrown. A mission is a group of people who are sent to do a particular job, for example a trade mission. A missionary is a person who is generally sent overseas for a religious purpose. Words which describe sending something in or sending something out use mit or miss. To admit someone means to permit someone to enter a place. The admission fee to a museum is the cost of entering the museum. To emit is to send something to the outside, for example light or heat. Emissions may describe fluid leaking out of the body, for example nocturnal emissions. They can also be leakage of gas, for example gas emissions in a car. To transmit means to send something from one person to another. Diseases can be transmitted from one person to another. Disease transmission is prevented by good hygiene. The transmission of a television program is also called a TV broadcast. To remit has two main meanings: to send something back or to reduce in importance. When you remit money, you send money back to a person to make a payment. To remit can also mean lessen, for example a cancer which is in remission is no longer serious. Opting into something means that you commit to doing it. It can also mean that you actually perform the deed, for example to commit a murder. A commission is the granting of authority for someone to do something, for example a healthcare commission. To leave out or let go of information is to omit it. The information may be deliberately excluded, perhaps to hide the information. An omission may also be a mistake caused by carelessness or an oversight. An intermittent pain is a pain which comes and goes. The brain lets go of a pain signal every so often. The muscle twitching of an intermittent cramp may be caused by a calcium deficiency. You give permission or let something go through to allow someone to do something. A permit is a legal document which allows a person to do something, for example a parking permit. We use the expression weather permitting to mean something will go ahead if the weather is fine. To submit comes from the Latin word submittere, which means to pass under someone or something. To submit means to yield to the authority of another person. The noun form is submission. A person who submits easily to another person's authority is submissive. To send a person away from their job is to dismiss them. If you dismiss an idea, you show no interest in the idea. A dismissal is a notice to leave a job or a position. A person who is dismissive shows no regard for another person's opinion.